In this video I'm on the train, and normally that would mean a collection caper. I apologise for the very loud announcements, but yeah, it's been fraught. So it's turning into a bit of a battle. It is my Citroën 2CV versus the train. I'm not collecting a new car yet, that will be coming soon, and I don't think I'm going to use public transport. I think instead I'm going to hire a car. But this is the train I came in on. The back half of this class 158, it got longer. It's initially just two carriages from Aberystwyth, but were absolutely rammed. I didn't think I was going to get on it at all. So incredibly noisy things, the class 158s. And it sounds like there's a bit of an air leak going on for good measure. Excellent. So yeah, they never have enough trains on the Cambrian line. There's something a bit weird going on with the signalling, and they also don't have very good air conditioning, so we had to beg the guard to open the windows. You can't do it manually, he has a special tool. So they're just rubbish, absolute rubbish. So now we're into the bit I was in this carriage here, and being this far back meant I was too late to catch the train that was standing on this platform, because you got to go sort of round through the middle, which would have got me to my destination a little bit earlier. That one was delayed, we were slightly delayed, it's all been chaotic, so, and just remarkably unpleasant, to be honest. But thankfully by the time we got to Borth I managed to get a seat, so that was a bonus. Yeah, it's just, why is rail travel always so bad? It's £45 to get from Aberystwyth to Hereford on the train. I don't think I'll be using £45 worth of fuel to get home again, and when I do get home I will have a 2CV. Brilliant. So I can do other things with it. My train ticket is useless once I actually get to my destination. But oh, it's just, yeah, you just don't want to bother. It's just not good. So I'm now waiting. I've got a 20-minute wait, so I thought, oh, I'll go to the toilets. No, the toilets are out of order. You've got to use the accessible toilet. Of course, there's a queue for that because there aren't many accessible toilets. It's just so depressingly rubbish. So yeah, car versus train. So far, I think the car will be winning. Mind you, I haven't got home yet. I haven't even got the car yet. So we'll go and collect that shortly. But yeah, this video is standing outside of the normal weekly update, something a bit special, you know, trains, because I am progressing both the Daihatsu and the Velsatis at the moment. But yeah, I can't, I haven't got the video finished. I want more progress with both of them, and then you'll get a new video. So yeah, oh, the joys. So that train's off to Birmingham International now, and I'm waiting for, I think it's class 197 is the new one, but we will be getting on the Cambrian line to replace these ancient noisy dinosaurs. And yeah, they're a lot smoother and quieter, thankfully. So that should be all the good times. I'm kind of waiting for it to depart, hoping it'll go away and make even more noise than it does just sitting there idling, which I'm sure it will in a minute. But yeah, not the best. The really sad thing is this is Transport for Wales. This is a nationalised railway, so all those clamouring for the railways to be renationalised, be careful what you wish for. It's been a few years now, we've still got outdated trains, we're still under capacity, and yeah. Well, oh, there it goes. Listen to all those 6-cylinder diesel engines. It's a very noisy thing to travel on. Not quite as noisy as the hour-long bus this morning, which I think had a diff bearing, or possibly the angle drive was knackered. That was quite loud as well. Public transport.
Your attention, please.
I suppose it could always be worse. There are still some class 150s in action apparently. Oh, happy times. V16 power. try and get in the first carriage, I think. Yeah, it's running slightly late, but V16 twin pantograph wipers. Can't be bad. Made by Metro Camel. Certainly a lot more leg room on this train. Limited food options. Doors have closed. We're a few minutes late.
Just hope, really.
Here we go. We'll concede it's a lot quieter than a 2CV. We're doing about 77 miles an hour, getting on for 80. And yeah, if I was in Ellie, my ears would now be bleeding. She has done that speed.
Yeah.
It's probably what killed the previous engine. My mistakes, folks. Class 67 has a 2-stroke V12 diesel engine, which sounds mightily impressive. The Class 68 has the V16. They operate more in the Midlands. But yeah, that was the train that has just brought us down here on its way to Cardiff. So I've had to get a train up to England from Wales to then come down the borders, and it's going back to Wales. But there we are. But pay close attention to this end of the train, because it looks very different to the other end. So it weighs 90 tons and can do 125 miles an hour. The V12 engine, not sure of the size, but it produces 3,200 brake horsepower and 900 RPM. It's got the light. I think they've had the whistle. It's got to wait for the guard's door to shut, and it can get on its way. But yeah, the other end of the locomotive doesn't look like this. It has a DVT on the back, a driving van trailer, I think. So effectively it's got all the controls in it, but nothing else. The only engine is this one. I wish I had open headers. So there we go. I mean, really, you'd go further back. First class is at the back, because obviously it's much quieter there, because then the engine is at the other end. But we'll wait for the DVT to come through. And here she is. No passenger carrying allowed on this bit. So it's just a cab for the driver to sit. So he gets to sit in two very different vehicles. It's based on the Intercity 225. So when they were used on those, they matched both ends, but yeah, those don't match. Anyway, hopefully Sparrow's here. I can get a lift to the workshop. I got all excited then and thought I was being collected in a Mark II Jag. That's a later one with the austerity bumpers. I kind of facelifted it right towards the end of production, and they were sold as 240s or 340s. I don't know which one that is, but Pete no doubt stuck in the awful Hereford traffic. Well, good news. I'm back in my Ellie, back in Ellie the 2CV after all her work. She's had quite a bit. You'll hear the engine is still clattering away. Some of that is definitely race cam, that's been confirmed, but the bottom end of this engine not quite as healthy as perhaps we'd hoped. And when you get the oil really hot with a darn good thrashing, we are seeing low oil pressure, so that suggests the crankshaft is not 100% happy. Ellie's still in van mode, because of course she was fully loaded on the way here with the spare engine I'd borrowed from Pete in the first place, and the suspension arms. So we've got two new rear suspension arms, because they are becoming an issue on 2CVs. They fracture, they rust, now problematic. So that's been dealt with. And yeah, hopefully now a bit better, but quite a lot of investigation work has gone into the engine, as well as all the work, new rear wheel cylinders on the brakes. I last replaced them, I think I replaced them, was that 5 years ago? I can't remember. That was the last time I was in the rear brakes, so it's been a while. And yeah, that's been done. Brakes have been bled through, they've been nicely adjusted. New hub nuts as well, because they need torquing up to something ridiculous, 200 odd Newton meters. So there's been a lot of work done. So yeah, Ellie will keep soldiering on for a goodly while yet. But how long the engine will last, I've absolutely no idea. The engine we took to Croatia was already sounding a little unhealthy when I started that journey, and that went all the way to Croatia and back, and then lasted a good couple more years before finally that started having oil pressure issues. So and then even when it first started blinking the light at me, it did so many miles like that. So at some point we're going to have to get into more work on Ellie, but I'm kind of used to it. She needs some fettling, bless her. Ooh, TVR Griffith over there, burbling past, nice. But yeah, I'm off to go and film a Nissan L Grand. First time I've driven an L Grand, and then it's back to Wales, and we can continue this comparison 2CV versus train. It's definitely a bit noisier than the Class 67, if not the Class 158. They are loud. Well, we are done filming the L Grand. That was an interesting drive. Now we just got the small matter of actually getting back home. But of course, already the car is winning over the train, because it took me precisely where I needed to go, which was the middle of nowhere in Herefordshire. And a train just would not have got me there. To be fair, public transport might have, but how long would it have taken? Ages. Ellie's sounding nice. I mean, she is taffy and noisy, but on full bore she's sounding, by 2CV standards, very meaty. Now we're driving into darkness, and put some lights on, it's that dark. We've still got over 2 hours to go to get back home, but that compares with what was the best part of a 5-hour journey on public transport, and even then I needed a lift at the end of it to get to Sparrow. Oh, look at this. Don't know how well you can see around the mount and the wipers, but oh my gosh, Herefordshire roads are awful. Busy trying to avoid the potholes. Utter mess. Be nice to get back over the border where the roads are smooth again. But yeah, I'm going to keep pushing on for home. Oh, the other thing that was replaced was the oil cooler, because of those knackered cooler pipes. So that needs a certain amount of digging into the engine. Hence, well, Ellie looks no different on the outside. She's cost getting on for 600 quid. But just remember, that's only £1 per cc really, so that's actually good value. Yeah. It doesn't take long for specialist prices to add up. Peak charges, what these days is still a pretty reasonable £65 per hour. So just a few hours work has already created quite the bill. This is why, if you can't do all the work yourself, looking after an older car can get very expensive very quickly. I think Tim at Cambrian Classics, I think Tim charges £50, which is pretty low these days. But yeah, I'm just going to keep hooning home. It's a lot more fun than the train, I'll give you that. Happy days. Well, conveniently, Hay-on-Wye is on the way home. It's full of bookshops. I remember exploring this one. It used to be a cinema when we were last here visiting my family a while ago, but it seems a good spot to let Ellie have a rest. And yeah, That's a burger restaurant over there. There's a wood-fired pizza which smells amazing, but I had pizza just the other day but wasn't very good, and I can't find myself getting in the mood for pizza tonight. But I think burgers in this pub, that one there, might be worth a go. So let's go and have a look at that. No, 22 quid for a beef burger. No, I've had some very, very nice beef burgers. None of them have cost 22 quid. So I guess we're going to see a bit of Hay-on-Wye Centre. I have no idea which way to go. Not that way. I think this way is the more interesting. So I'll head along here and see if we can find somewhere else to eat. I'm now feeling it's a bit of a downside to go somewhere where it's mostly bookshops, and they have a literary festival here as well where they talk about books. Great. But I came this way because around this corner there's a bleeding castle. Look at that. You can visit it. I never have, but the hunt for food goes on. I don't really want to be too long. I want to get home, but this is feeling a bit more daytime stuff. Oh, hello, Granada peeking out there. Is it this way? Then I went the wrong way. I got distracted by Granada. I think it's this way. The Institute of Art and Ideas. The Globe at Hay. I've eaten there before. Whether they're really geared up for a table of one, I don't know. But we'll go and try. Oh, that's where the nice smells are coming from. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, managed to get a table for one. Then we've got to decide what burger. Well, that was absolutely delicious. I had the piri piri chicken burger. And it's like they do their own coating and frying, so I'm a very happy boy. And one last look at the Granada peeking out there. Ooh, can't quite see it. Yeah, now I've got 2 hours back in Elly, the 2CV. Are my ears ready for this? Gonna have to have the roof on from this point on, I think. Of course, I was taking in the castle so much, I ignored the very oldie worldy booksellers. And these are the country views over in the distance. What a beautiful evening. Hopefully the sun will go down and not be in my eyes though. But yeah, we are just in Wales here, right on the border with England. Hence, we've got the Welsh going on, and Abel being the word for disabled. Where did I park? It's quite amusing. The mini clubman test has just gone live, so people are spitting feathers in the comments already. As I didn't know they would. I knew it would happen, and all these people have never driven one. You get in comments quite rightly criticising some of the reliability aspects of the modern Mini. BMW not always right, but yeah, some people judge without even trying. Appears to be Harry Potter on a postbox there. But here she is. Right, come on Ellie, we've still got a ways to go. Sadly, the one thing I haven't got a lot of is charge on my phone, and I've brought the wrong cable again, so I fear this will have to be it until we are home. So conclusion soon. Yeah, the second train definitely wins for noise. We're not even going as fast as that train was. Still about an hour and a bit to go. Lovely evening though. Nice empty roads. Can't be bad. Oh, bends. Pay attention. I'm having more fun than that MX-5. Well, we're stuck behind a Dacia Duster at the moment. I'll move that arm over there a bit. No, it's as good as your view's getting, folks. But a beautiful evening. Just thought I'd talk a bit about stats. The drive home from Sparrow is about 100 miles. The train journey is about 150 miles because it goes north when all I really want to do is go east. In terms of fuel cost, I did fill up. I didn't actually know how much it cost, but less than 30 quid I think, and I'll have plenty of fuel left when I get home, which is good because I'm off filming again tomorrow. And in terms of time taken, it took about 5 hours door to door this morning. I left the house about 20 to 10 and I was at Pete's just before 3 o'clock I think, maybe slightly after. I had to wait a bit for my pickup because, to be fair, Pete and his mechanics are kind of trying to earn money in the workshops, but do appreciate the collection from the station. And coming back, we left Pete's about 20 past 4, and at time recording I've forgotten what time it is. It is almost 20 to 10. So what's that? 6 hours probably by the time I get home. But that does include stopping for dinner, a very nice burger, rather than having to make do with whatever nastiness you find at train stations. And also filming an entire road test of a vehicle, which generally takes about an hour, sometimes a bit longer. Depends how readily I can find locations to film it. Sorry, you're not quite level there. So yeah, been a long old day. But ultimately I think car does win. If all trains were like that second one and hauled by V12 two-strokes, but were generally peaceful and quiet, and the carriages were not overcrowded, then maybe people would do it more. But the previous train was not pleasant. It was just overcrowded, horrible temperature, noisy, and yeah, I think I'll stick to cars. Thank you very much. Home. Well, I all got a bit rushed yesterday and I wasn't actually able to show you what's been done to Ellie the 2CV. So let's see what's been done to Ellie the 2CV. So the initial reason she went to Sparrow Automotive was rear arms. Remember ages ago Miss Hubnut painted that one, I think, and that one I had to supply. It was given to me by my friend Jules, and Pete painted it to match that one because I just ran out of time. So yeah, that's been done. So the pipe work's been done. All the brakes swapped over from the old arms, but with new wheel cylinders fitted, because you might as well while you're in there. So that's improved that situation. But the biggest changes have actually happened under the bonnet. So the oil cooler has been replaced. You can just see it there. There is the oil cooler. That's one out of my parts stash. Fiddly pain of a job that, but that's been nicely done. It's looking nicely dry in there again now as well. The seals very often leak, but Colin, in his own time, this was not part of the work, has tidied up the wiring, so it's actually all neatened up. We haven't got wires just hanging all over the place again. So here's your quick disconnect so you can get the wings off either side. It's looking so much better. He's even made a little bracket to hold the relays that I fitted about 12 years ago for the headlamps. They have their own fused feed. Typically 2CVs have no fusing on the headlamp circuit, so that tucks those up out of the way. Everything's been rewrapped. It's an amazing job. My interior light isn't working. I wonder if that might be why. That looks like it should probably be in there. Right, with that remade, let's see if that works again. Oh yeah. It doesn't look very bright. Yeah, might have to check that connection. There we go. Excellent, the interior light is working again. The switch is just a fog lamp switch, I think, and the wiring actually uses the original factory wiring. This green wire is part of the factory wiring. Even if you bought a special, it didn't have an interior light, but the wiring was there. How irritating. But there we go, that's all working again. And no need to remake a mount for this. It's been taped up there for probably 8 years, but the tape has finally given up. I need to find a better solution. Probably not today, we've got work to do. And I think I might have a bit of a tidy up and actually refit the seats. Have a quick vacuum in here, I think. Oh, does that mean oh no, it's just not in there. That should be in there. I've lost the original seals, so I just use these. There we go, tucked back in place. It just separates this from that. All good. So yeah, improvements all round. Let's have a quick check of the oil while we're here. And yeah, looks like it's probably all right, nice and clean. And you can just see the lightened flywheel in there. So she does go very nicely for a 2CV. It's just enough to make it a bit better. Colin has done that work out of the goodness of his heart, just because he hated the sight of it. That was kind of extra hours work he did while the car was at Sparrow Automotive. So huge thanks, Colin. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. It's nice to have the wiring improved. It was an absolute hodgepodge mess. So I'm going to put a seat in, and then I've got to go and do some filming. Going to be filming a Renault Grand Modus today. I didn't even know there was a Grand Modus. It somehow slipped my mind. So somewhat smaller than this lump. We're continuing work on that very soon. But there we go. That's 2CV versus train. I think I know which one I prefer. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store and buy lovely merchandise. Link in the description below, and various support options. And we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. I really do